Whoa! Oh, Inkling broken. So now we're gonna actually do what I wanted to do, because I didn't want to watch that. I'm glad this is over. Okay. 3 vital mistakes MkLeo made the Genesis 7. I wonder if it's... I mean, no, I know. It's just grands.
It's grand finals at Genesis 7.
Oh, hey, oh, whoa! He dig! That boy dig!
Genesis 7. MkLeo is defending his status as the highest ranked player in the world.
Okay, I see. The first where he went wrong was he won the prior Genesises, so he had pressure on himself.
His record 6 months before, double eliminating him from a large tournament in Mexico.
Schmovement!
Despite their phenomenal records, even the best players in the world can make a rookie mistake.
That's for true. I agree, Virum. I agree.
There are hundreds of decisions that go way beyond the hit the opponent to send them flying. High-level play.
I'm learning something new. Did you guys hear that? You got that? Hold on, let me run that back, because I don't believe it.
There are hundreds of decisions that go way beyond the hit the opponent to send them flying. High-level play, like
Disagree.
what we see between MK. In platform fighters like Smash, characters can go from perfectly healthy to knocked out in a flash. Matches take place on the razor's
Wait,
edge,
yo, nerf that character!
knocked out in a flash. Matches
Yeah,
take
get
place
hit at
on the
57, dude,
razor's edge.
and die.
See if you can spot the main mistake MkLeo makes in this sequence.
Can I get some space? That's what Mars is looking for. Finally gets himself some hits here. Well, probably gonna have a... Oh my God!
Side note, he made a mistake here too. He can't get a hitbox. I know this isn't the mistake that Virum's talking about, but this right here is a mistake too. You shouldn't full hop in this situation, no matter what, because you can't really get anything.
But here, as Leo drifts in after getting hit with forward tilt, Leo makes one of the most common mistakes in all of Smash Bros. It looks like he did virtually nothing, but that's exactly what made it a mistake. In his desperation to get back to stage without grabbing ledge or risking his double jump, Leo simply held in and did nothing. That allowed Mars...
I mean, it's like a really simple explanation, but it's very correct. A lot of people will just like, if they're in a situation that they don't completely understand, but they also don't feel like they're in danger, they'll just hold in.
The lesson here? Don't be afraid to go to the ledge. By holding out, Leo could have ensured that Mars wouldn't have had a guaranteed follow-up after the forward tilt. Mars still would have been in an excellent position, but Leo wouldn't have lost his first stock.
I think to kind of better explain how this works. So if you're in the same situation as Leo, a situation that you don't feel like you're really in danger, but you don't really understand what's going on or comprehend, just hold away, because more likely than not, you're fine. Like, he's right, just grab the ledge, don't panic and put yourself in a worse situation. Just hold away and like gain distance, or disengage and like analyze the situation and see what they went for, because I'm more likely than not whiffed.
Leo lands a neutral air on Mars and proceeds to be utterly destroyed for doing so. Smash Ultimate has a number of moves that leave the user vulnerable, even if they connect at low percents, like Donkey Kong's up tilt or Dr. Mario's up smash. But Joker neutral air is not one of those moves. No. Instead, Leo's mistake was here. The overcommitment here wasn't that Leo chose to attack, like you might expect, but that he chose to dash.
So on the contrary, he's not entirely wrong. He's actually very right. I think this is a bad example of why dashing isn't always the best thing to do in top level play. Yes, dashing mindlessly on rush down characters are stupid. It's not a good idea because you can't put up any defensive options except for jump, usually in those situations. That's normally more relevant in neutral. This is just simply, you can chalk this up as bad situational awareness from Leo. So like, he landed the nair here, and then he thought he could get a follow-up. He just like didn't realize the spacing or something, but he just made like literally a small miscalculation on whether or not he could get a true combo, or maybe he just tried to get greedy with like a bigger follow-up to get even more damage. And he literally just miscalculated, and I just mashed up air out of hit stun because it's a good thing to do in this situation. And he died for it because A, he did the rest of my combo bad, and B, he just put himself in an awful situation.
Will you be the difference maker? Not on this exchange.
Not every game
I can
of
explain
Smash
this one.
Ultimate has an explosive or
Let's hear him
inspiring
first.
Many, like this one, end in a mad scramble of spaced aerials.
Also, I really like what he said there. I agree. As someone who's like, I'll call it like rise to stardom, fame, relevance, whatever you want to call it. as someone who kind of had like an explosive like, whoa, this guy's good, oh, this kid is sick, oh, whatever, like that all went to my head, and I like it kind of affected my playstyle where I felt like I had to finish every single set with a photo finish, or like sets on stream. Like I felt like it had to be a banger. But I mean, once you kind of like cool down, humble from that, you realize that like you just got to do what has to get done.
While there is an undeniable element of panic in this situation, there is still a calculation behind every aerial. As we'll see though, the longer these situations go, the easier it is to miscalculate.
And that distance was very necessary for closing the gap. See what I mean? So like I had to kind of like read a general area where he was going to be. So this dash forward put me in a position where dash back would put me exactly where I wanted to be. Another one of those 1,000 thoughts for every 10th of a second kind of thing. Maybe not that many, but you get what I'm saying.
First, when Mars chooses not to make a move, Leo falls with back air to ensure his landing doesn't get punished. Afterwards, Mars whiffs an up smash, seemingly aimed at nothing. Mars recognizes that Leo has to pick some sort of escape option after whiffing an aerial directly in front of him. He chooses up smash, which seems
I thought he was going to keep mashing.
But earlier in the stock, he successfully used back air to catch Mars trying to flip kick back to center stage.
Flip kick broken!
In most matchups, landing here with Joker back air is perfectly safe. Any attempt to dash in or claim that space with an attack should lose the back air's gigantic high damage hitbox.
True, or trade,
however,
and just lose.
But Mars tricks him by staying grounded instead. Leo uses his double jump by going for the back air, and it leaves him with no time to retreat to the platform.
If he just did a landing back air instead of a double jump back air, he was fine. But people jump when they're panicking.
The lesson? Don't mash mindlessly. Mash with purpose.
Mash with purpose. Was he mashing? I think he just kind of succumbed to like pressure. The high intensity situation was going on for a little too long, I guess. So a lot of players were crumble or make really poor decisions. Like watching that back, like some of the rolls I did were a little poor and his spacing was a little mid. But like, it's obviously pressure on top of like a whole bunch of other things going on in your head. But I mean, it must have just gotten to him at that point. So he decided to, yes, quite literally mash. He wanted to start throwing up kill options. Because if you trade at any point in that situation, you straight up win no matter what. And he was going just for any hitbox he could get out at any time. And capitalize, punish, bada bing, bada boom, game one.
Unfortunately, the coronavirus has prevented us from seeing how this year
Boom, coronavirus.
It's time to start studying now. Because in Smash,
by these two random dudes,
one mistake can cost you everything.
Good video. Only 3K views? You guys don't like educational content unless it comes from me, huh? The actual smart guy. Even though Viram actually knew what he was talking about.